guys, it's Bones in front of me, fast hiker, and we're just both commenting on this beautiful dry-laid stone wall. We've seen quite a few of them today. Clearly been here for some time. Interesting to think about the possible history and whether this was for farming or livestock, keep them contained. But even the forest has all sorts of human-based stories. If you look at old foundations and stone walls, and then sometimes you see daffodils and things that wouldn't have sprung up on their own that were planted at an old homestead, or sometimes even a cemetery. So it's all pretty interesting. This is day 95. It's the afternoon. It's been a beautiful day of hiking. Lots of hills, some steep hills, but we had a late start. Didn't even start till like 9:30, 10 o'clock by choice. And around noontime, we got to this famous place in the trail. It's a gas station that has this huge supply of food, including hot cooked food inside and hiker-friendly stuff. So we stuffed ourselves at lunchtime, so much so that it was hard to get going again. And now we're proceeding. So the current plan is not to do huge miles given our late start, but something like 15 or 16. There's not a shelter for 30 odd miles from Fort Montgomery, but there are some unofficial tent sites, and we'll avail ourselves of those. That's it for now. Good morning. It's just a bit before 6:30 in the morning. Thursday, May 31st, the last day of May. That's Bones out in front of me. We're just leaving the Dennytown Road parking lot and grassy area. It's a beautiful place to tent. And we're heading to shelter, Morgan something shelter, about 20 miles out. It's day 96. We're threat of rain and thunderstorms today. It's a little ominous right now. A little bit of rain, no problem. Thunderstorms, no fun. But yeah, plan for 20 miles. It's got a nice early start, and that gives us a good chance to get in before too late. And you know me, if it's raining, I'll be looking at that shelter closely, trying to stay the heck out of the rain. But if it's not raining, maybe I'll tent again. So day 96 begins now. Things are going well. We're at about mile 1420. We'll be getting into Connecticut in the next, I guess, 2 days, which is awesome, as we continue our trek north. And things are good. Talk to you later. Hi guys, beautiful pond. You can see the goose sitting out there happily. There's probably some beavers afoot. This looks like a beaver dam, and the state often has to put a pipe in to keep it from building up too much. And probably some frogs and snakes and herons. You don't see them, but oh, there's something. Oh, there's the beaver. Yep. Right in front of the goose. Let's see if I can zoom in. Oh, where is he? Yeah, you can just see the ripple in the water. That is a beaver moving across his homestead, or her homestead. Pretty neat. Nice start to the day. It's only 7 o'clock. But talk to you later. Okay guys, I need someone who's viewing this video to tell me what's the purpose of this beautiful wall. You can see here we are, the trail on top of the wall. It's a dry laid wall on either side, and it gets high because of the receding terrain. It gets higher and higher, but it's not an obvious purpose for it. It's certainly a convenience to hikers. It's nice going on something pretty flat and not a ton of rocks, but wow, goes from one side of this little dip to the other. I wonder if it was a convenience for horses or other transport. But if you know the reason for such a wall, probably can't quite see it through the forest. Don't step in on that poison ivy. Yeah, let me know, and I'd love to hear. Thank you, guys. For what it's worth, this raised area has continued. And we have speculated maybe there was some mining, resource extraction, felling trees, and maybe this was a narrow gauge train track that moved certain things from one part of the forest to another. Because, yeah, it's all built up. Can't see it as much here, but there are rocks to my right covered with leaves. And we went through a hillside where either side of the hillside was excavated, and we were in the flat section in between. So pretty interesting, to me anyways. We're at the summit here, about 6 miles after our camping location. Coming down a beautiful pond, and there's a state beach here. No one's swimming, but looks nice. And look, I'm here with Hard Knocks and Bones. Hard Knocks from Louisiana?
Louisiana.
Yeah. Bones from North Carolina.
That's correct,
yeah. Yeah, and Pridge from New England. Somewhere in New England. Oh well, great day. Temperature is good. Sky looks a little threatening. There is potential for rain and thunderstorms in the days ahead, so we'll just have to see. Hopefully we'll get lucky. Hi guys, we're at the summit of Shenandoah Mountain. Stopped because there's a nice little painted flag here. There's Bones around the corner. Hard Knocks. Still a good day. We haven't been rained on yet. It's a beautiful mountain, Shenandoah Mountain, mile 1427. It's it's nice up here. This is a 9/11 memorial that someone put together and put some time painting that. Yeah, beautiful views. Nice day. Very nice day. There's my friend Hard Knocks sweating bullets.
Oh yeah.
Hi guys. One of the things that's not uncommon here in the AT is an area of blowdowns. I've just crossed like 100 yards of all these big, mature, beautiful trees down. More so here on my side. And you can see some of it's been cut away. And just more in the future, and more in the distance here. You don't know if it's like a micro burst or a storm, but it seems often odd that you'll have a stand of mature trees that are just devastated. And look, there's more ahead. Trees had to be cut to clear a path. Wind comes through and knocks them all down. We've seen quite a bit of that on the trail. And of course the other thing that we see in these mature forests that aren't subject to forestry cutting is that there's a tremendous number of dead and dying trees, not indicating an unhealthy forest, but rather one where trees regularly die and fall, and often when they fall they take down other trees and then just kind of rot. And yeah, so if you look around you see carcasses of trees everywhere. That's very typical of more of a wild forest. The water element here, and it's been very typical of the AT to come across those settings. And we're lucky again. It's volunteers who come out here with chainsaws, sometimes axes, and clear the way. And we have, on occasion, got to a point where these volunteers or forest workers haven't been able to get there yet, and it's just a crazy scramble for quite some time to try and get over and under and around all the different trees. So kudos again to more volunteers out here. Nice done. Nice job. Hi guys. I started coming across these flowers just laying on the forest floor. I could not find a plant from which they came from, which led me to believe certain trees were producing them, but you can see their size, which is pretty substantial, and orange colorings. It's quite nice and just unusual to me. If someone knows what they are, please chime in on these as well. I'm going to put it down here for other hikers, hopefully to take a look at and enjoy and not stomp on, but who knows. In any case, different. Keep your eyes open. You see so many interesting and different things here in the forest. and many of them are not normal or mundane, but really, just really exotic and fantastic and beautiful. Well, check in later. Hi, I've just come across this great volunteer on the trail. What's your name, sir?
George.
And George explained to me, we've seen so many downed trees, and that there was a tornado in the area.
There was a tornado here on May 15th, yes.
Wow.
And then also a lot of, downdrafts and things
Yeah.
like that, microbursts.
Seems like there were hundreds
Yeah.
of big mature trees, which is really sad.
Yeah, just up from the parkway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. This is thankless work, but I appreciate it. I'm sure these other hikers do as well. This trail wouldn't be the same. I'm a through hiker, started in February. Wouldn't have been able to get this far without your kind work, George. So
Thank you very much.
thank you.
Yeah.
You take care. Have a great day.
All right. You take
Bye.
care. It's good from here north, so.
Excellent. Good news.
Okay.
Hey guys, day 96. We're coming upon this gigantic oak tree growing right on the trail. Look at the size of this thing. Ooh-wee. It looks quite healthy too. So, yeah, many times bigger than me. I'll let Bones go by and I'll show you his... Bones is a big, strong, muscular guy. There he is against the tree. That says it all, man. That is a big tree. And you can see the oak leaves. Guess it's a red oak, maybe. But it's really quite nice to see such a specimen. Well done, nature.
Hiking, periodically he'll put in there our trail names and our picture.
Cool.
And just to kind of show the mix of people that get to hike together.
Good morning, guys. Day 97. We're kind of waiting out some rain. I get two unruly characters here. Who's that guy on the right over there?
I'm Bones.
And who's the guy on the left?
Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks, and this is Pritch behind the camera, but it's been a misty, light rain night, and we've been fearful of a heavy squall, so we've been hanging out here, but it's still only 6:50, a little later than we left yesterday, but we're going to leave in 5 minutes regardless, so day 97 begins in minutes. It's going to be a wet one. It's going to be a wet one. We're going to do 20 miles. Where are we going to, Bones?
10-mile shelter?
10-mile shelter.
10-mile shelter, which is in 20 miles. So chew on that for a bit. Hey guys, I had seen this on the map and now I'm up to it. Nuclear Lake Loop Trail. We're skirting around the edge of Nuclear Lake. I don't really know the history of it, but it sounds fascinating. Maybe there was a nuclear power plant around here somewhere, but a lot of water sources. Not sure if I want to have them with that kind of description. Oh well, just another interesting thing on the trail. Came across a turtle on the trail, digging with its rear legs and tail. We don't know if it's laying eggs. It's kind of sad if it is laying eggs, since it'll probably get stepped on, but oh well. Little 4 or 5 inch turtle, very, very nice. It's got its head retracted. And there's the rest of the gang studying. Bones is talking about turtle soup. We had to tell him no turtle soup tonight.
I was planning on turtle soup and garballs.
Oh, the guy from the Gulf Coast. Yeah, he's gonna definitely make turtle soup. Oh well, we'll leave this one alone for now. Okay, guys, we solved the mystery of Nuclear Lake. Up until the 70s, there was a plutonium research facility here, but they had a chemical explosion and leak, and they shut the facility down. The area is deemed to be not have plutonium, although our hiking guide, Guthook, advises us not to drink the water. And interestingly, all these beautiful tent sites around the lake have signage saying don't tent here. So yeah, maybe there's something still afoot here. It is pretty. Oh well. Okay, another clue to the beautiful flower that I saw yesterday, this time with leaves attached. It looks a little bit like maple leaves, but maybe different. I'm going to have to take a picture of that leaf and then go online and see if I can identify it from what tree it comes from. But it sort of looks like a maple, certainly not an oak. Anyone has an idea, please let us know. Thank you. Hi guys, this is the West Dover Oak in the town of Dover, Connecticut, or New York. And this is the oldest tree on the AT. They believe it's over 300 years old, older than our country. And you guys want to go in front of it? I'll take a picture of you in front. You can see the scale. You can see, check that out. Now you'll even be able to see a car in front of it. Oh, geez, that's a big try. Okay. That is one big tree. Okay. Oh, another truck. I'm going to stop filming now. Heading up a grassy field. Very pretty. Oh, let's see. That's where we came from. And this is where we're heading. 20-mile day. 10-mile shelter. It's 10:30 and we've gone about 8 miles or so, 8.5 miles. Another 12 to 13 to go. Entirely doable. Feet are wet, which isn't good. They slide around a bit in the wet, which then makes a little wear and tear on my feet, but you know, at least it's not raining. Been very lucky because we had big weather cells on either side of us, east and west, just 10 or 20 miles. And it rained a little bit, but not really a lot. Enough to get us wet. I'm wet, but not drenching. So that's all good. Talk to you later. This is a gigantic ant pile. Hard Knocks is kindly putting his hand near the surface. It's about a foot or 18 inches high in some places.
About 2.5 feet across.
Yeah, and filled with millions of little ants. Would be angry if they were angry when we poked a little bit.
You mean like that?
Yeah. Oh well, let's get out of here before they get too angry. Never seen up north anyways, a ant pile like that, and never seen something like that in the middle of a swamp because it's all wet, standing water beneath me, so that is even doubly interesting. Oh well, I'm seeing all sorts of interesting stuff out here on the trail, especially water and overgrown plants. Hey guys, so when I got a cell signal, I took a picture of that leaf that had the beautiful flowers on it, and I went to this application that identified the tree, and that's called a tulip tree, which is very nice. Heard of those before, but they're not that common. And but boy, are those distinctive and beautiful and beefy flowers. Back to the trail. Hi, 11 a.m. Friday, June 1st, starting a trek on a beautiful boardwalk. But before I even get out on the boardwalk, look at these flowers. What is that? Wow. Some sort of irises, I guess, but I wonder, who knows if they're native, but they are gorgeous. And they're 4 feet plus high. Back over here to the boardwalk, climb up here, and you can see the expanse of the swamp and waterways. Probably some interesting critters in here. There's my gang. I don't know how long this goes on for, but it's a quite nice break from what we've been experiencing. So, really nice. I see more benches on the boardwalk. I like that too. Maybe I'll sit and have a candy bar. Appalachian Trail stop that brings you all the way in and out of New York City.
I think
pretty cool. If we had the time, we could go to New York City, or the inclination. But I've already been there, and I want to make some mileage. Well, hi guys, we're leaving Wingdale, New York. We've walked through a beautiful pasture. Now we're going across a farm field. But look at that structure. What is in that? Is that water? It's wooden sided with iron rods holding it one piece, with a wooden roof and a copper copper top and looks almost like it has a skylight, or at least a metal. It's fantastic. And we are going this way. And we've gone from being wet to being hot and sticky in the bright light. And the forecast is for some pop-up thunderstorms. We still have 9.7 miles to go to the shelter. It's 1 o'clock, so hopefully we'll make it before things start going south. But it's a good day. We've had good fortune and missed the bad weather that came on either side of us. So good stuff. Just had a huge lunch.